man, let's get into you actually getting to play, you know, with the Offspring. Like,
Yeah,
how did that happen? Like because I know, I was teching for Josh at that time,
yeah,
and then I guess Josh couldn't do these few shows or whatever,
yeah. He had some
and
Devo dates, I think.
yeah,
Well,
and,
Me and Dexter Noodles go back. The start was actually on Nitro, Dexter's label.
oh,
Yeah, so I
oh,
worked with Dexter Noodles for a long time.
really?
Yeah, we've always, just they were always super nice to the start. I think we went on tour with the Offspring when Adam was the drummer. Probably,
Okay,
probably did two or three U.S. tours and a European tour with them.
right,
Probably in the
yeah,
early 2000s.
damn.
Yeah.
I
That
didn't.
fast forward to when we did those shows together. Apparently, Dexter and Noodles didn't realize they were like, "Wait, what's Jamie doing here? Wait, he's the drummer." They knew me as the guitar player from the start, so they watched the show and they're like, "What the hell? Like, we didn't know you were a drummer."
Oh,
That's
wow.
how I got on their radar with that. And then when everything went down with Pete, and then
Yeah,
Josh took over,
yeah.
had some dates. So Dexter called me out of the blue and just said, would you want to come in and fill in some dates for Josh? Like you can think he go it was funny because he's like, you take some time to think about it. And I was like, no, let's just do it. He's like, really? That was easy. It's like, no, of course. You guys were always nice to us. So let's
Right.
so
Oh
I was
man.
actually surprised Josh didn't call me. But
Oh, right. I thought
yeah.
Josh called you.
No, it was Dexter. Yeah, Josh is funny. I think Josh likes to hold his gigs kind of close in. So he's like, I'm not gonna give that bastard one of my gigs. So no, I love Josh. He's my boy.
Right. Yeah. No,
But yeah,
that
Dexter called me and just said, take some time to think about it. And I was like, literally, like, let's just stop it. Let's just go. Give me a
right.
let's rock. Let's do
Like,
it.
what's there to think about,
What's there to think about? You guys are like the funnest band, like you're the coolest guys. Let's go.
Right.
And then
Oh,
and then I didn't realize you were still working there, so that was
yeah.
the cherry on top of that Sunday. That was great.
Oh man. I remember the first time like your drums just came in, and I'm like, I have no idea how to set his kit up.
I know, right?
No,
I think they sent a kit with a carpet with no markings on it.
exactly. Like, oh, I guess I'll look up pictures, that Shakes, sent me, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, I hope this is almost kind of right. I
I
hope,
remember there being no problem whatsoever. I think actually we ended up jettisoning the Octobahn because their sound guy is Greg.
Yes,
He
Greg
was kind of
Best.
like, "Do we really need this?" I was like, "Well, we got enough cowbells and wood
Oh,
blocks. I don't think we need the Octobahn, so we're good."
right. Oh man. But it was fun, man. So like you
We did
just
have fun. That was really, I mean, it was so like I was surprised at how like we didn't rehearse much. I think I got together with Dexter for like a half a day maybe, and him and I just went through the tunes.
all right.
And then the rest of the guys came down a couple days later without Dexter because he had a hangover.
All right.
So me, Noodles, Todd, and Jonah jammed
Jonah.
for a
Yeah.
day. We rehearsed twice.
Right.
We didn't rehearse. I remember that funny little medley they do in the middle where Noodles is like, "This is my guitar teacher, Jonah." They didn't tell
Right.
me doing that, so they're like, so luckily I knew how to play. I think it was Trooper by Iron Maiden and Rain in Blood.
But yeah.
Like they didn't say we were going to do that. We just did it. So that was pretty loose.
Oh man. That was pretty fun though,
That was
so
really fun. Those guys know how to have fun for sure.
right, right.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's like I didn't think you had rehearsals with them at all.
I mean,
Like
I wouldn't. They weren't really rehearsals. I think they were just let's just make sure this sounds okay. Okay, it sounds good. We can do this, and then we just did. Like we didn't. There was no like rehearsing. We just went through everything once with Dexter. He said good. Next day went through everything with the guys. They said good, and that was it. And we were on tour.
oh man.
And you filled in too. Did you get to rehearse at all?
I did get to rehearse with
Okay,
them a little bit, yeah,
cool.
so I mean they wanted to work out some things with me, like this are like some beats things that they wanted to make sure that I got. I'm like, yeah, I
Yeah,
understand that.
Dexter's a stickler for those kick drum patterns for sure,
He,
right?
he is. He
Let's
is a
put
very
them kicked
stickler.
exactly how they are, even if they're a little bit weird.
Eh, yeah,
He wants them
yeah,
how they are. You got it.
right,
Go
right, yeah.
boss. You
That's it.
decided to check, dude.
Right. I was like, Okay, no, that's wrong. Okay.
Right.
Oh man. Man, do you get to rehearse right there, right where you're at?
This is
Like
just sort of a
practice.
little like yeah, this is my little drum room. It's
Right.
like actually like a demo studio. I'm sitting at the console. It's
All
just a
right.
it's a little studio for recording, and then I just have the old Yamahas back here
Nice.
up at practice on those.
Man, how long you been with Yamaha, man?
It feels like forever, but
All
I'm
right.
there since like 2017.
Damn.
But it's funny
Okay.
because my first real drum set was a Yamaha Tour Custom. So it was a weird like coming back home weird thing. You know what I mean? Like when I was a
Right.
kid, first real drums my parents got me was a used Tour Custom.
Right.
And then I went through all the phases of like, oh, I need to get a Tama that's got two kick drums, and then whatever else. And then it just ended up back to a damn Tour Custom kit. You know?
Need the huge kit,
Yeah, you need
like
the huge kit.
right.
My huge kit days lasted probably a summer.
Oh,
There's
really?
a lot of stuff to carry around.
Yeah.
Forget this.
Too much,
Too much.
I don't even want to carry that, and I
Right?
have to. So nothing
I
against,
deal with
with
I
the
deal
big
with four
kids.
rack toms. This is stupid.
Right, right. And I was like, oh, do I really need this?
Right.
Did you get to play on any electronics at all, or do you do any of that kind of stuff? No.
Not real. I mean, I've dabbled with it. I had an electronic kit at the house for a minute just for like practice, but
Right.
I mean, they're fun. They're cool as hell. I'm just sort of I grew up on a drum set, so just I whenever I play an electronic kit, I'm like, this is great, but it's not one of those things I'm like, I should really get one because I don't have a neighbor that's
Yeah.
complaining about the noise or anything, and so
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
That's really cool.
I mean, my neighbors probably hate the drums, but what do I care?
Oh, how long you been there now, so
It's been a long time. 10 years.
right. Cool. Geez, I just wanted to see how like I see you have a big old collection of snare drums up there.
Oh yeah.
Right? Is that right? What are those?
There's a there's an old Tama art star that allegedly belonged to
Oh,
Dave Grohl at one point. I don't believe it did, but when I back in the snot days, I was trying to get a deal with Tama,
yeah.
and they said no. But somebody over there was like, "We're going to send you a snare drum," and then they did. And then somebody there was like, "Well, that was Nirvana had that for a while. I don't think they did, but now I
Right.
just like to say that was not a snare. Wasn't." Um, the other, actually, the two on the top are the two Superphonics that I had on the Offspring gig that you were checking.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
like the 70s 402s. I just still have them here.
Man.
And then the other
Man.
one is there's a Pearl Jupiter, the Stuart Copeland snare
Okay.
there, and then the bottom one is I think it's a Yamaha aluminum or something.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then there's
Nice.
more behind the curtain, but that's a mess back there.
All right. Totally understand that. Don't worry. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
behind the
that,
curtain
man.
is a pile of snare drums and not in order.
All right. So your guy is Greg Crane?
Greg Crane, the best.
That dude is awesome, man. I know
He's such
he's mad at me. So
a
because I switched companies.
and didn't go to Yamaha.
No,
Where'd you go?
TW.
Nothing wrong with that. DW makes great drums.
Yeah, they do. They do. Like I'm just going for it. It's like, let's see, that's not gonna happen. And I was gonna hit up.
You guys do a ton of fly dates, right?
Yeah.
So
So that
I mean, Yamaha is everywhere as well, but there's nowhere you'll go on the planet you won't get the exact DW kit that you want.
yeah.
It's everywhere. Those things are just, and they're tanks.
Yeah, I mean, same with Yamaha. Like,
Absolutely.
I got a lot of friends that are on Yamaha and Dorsey's. But
Yeah.
I just went for it at first, and that's like then I was going to be like, all right, Greg, like what I didn't need to do, because I was going to go to him next,
Yeah.
if the DW thing didn't happen, so, but love you, Greg.
He's not really mad.
No, no, he's just like, huh.
Right?
Oh, what was that? Sorry, I didn't
So
hear
he's
you.
just like, wait a second.
Right.
Did you get one of those cool DW electronic kits?
No,
I've
no.
heard about those. I haven't seen it, but I've heard
No,
about it.
it's
Amazing.
yeah, it's like everything is like nothing's plugged in. It's
Right.
all like Bluetooth type of thing.
Just
And like it's different. I mean, that is crazy, like they have something like that.
right.
But I didn't think they would come out with something like that,
Yeah, it's a trip.
like, but I mean, good on them.
Yeah.
So
Good for you, DW, man. It's
hey,
rad. That's
thank
awesome.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Will Dorsey Jr. Talk Music Podcast. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, that little red button on there. Just hit it. That will help me out tremendously. If you can also, subscribe to our YouTube channel, that will also help me. And if you wanted to download our podcast on Apple or Google or Amazon or even Spotify, you can check us out on there. Hope you guys enjoy the show.
Today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, 𝐴 Studio, the new way musicians rehearse, record, and share their sessions on social media. Visit ERS on 𝐴RecordStudio.com. Download this amazing app on Google and Apple Apps stores.
Visit us on www.talkmusicpodcast.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Download our podcast on Apple, Google, Amazon, and Spotify.